Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. In my last video I posted the cutting of this dress you are seeing on the screen. If you have not seen the video, I'll put the link on my description box, so do well to check it out. On today's tutorial, I'll be taking you through on the sewing process. Please make sure you watch till the end so that you won't miss anything. And if you find my video helpful, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are not a subscriber. Okay, this is the handkerchief flare I cut out in my last video. My client said I should use black lining for her. For the dress on my thumbnail, there is no lining. You can do whatever you want. So I will confirm what I have here. I have 7 inches. That's for my front and the back. Please don't forget to notch it. So for the length, I use 12 inches for the length, but I later reduce it to 10 inches. So you confirm your measurement. I will set it aside now and work on the front slit before we can attach it. So for my front slit, what I will do now is to measure from my shoulder to where I want my slit to start. For me, I use 35 inches. I will mark it here. So I will open it up. I will use my scissors now and open it up. After opening it up, this is what you will have. So the next thing I will do now is to cut a piece of fabric that I will be using to turn it. I measure the length of the slit and I add extra 4 inches to it. For the width, I use 6 inches. To sew it, I will place it right side facing the right side. Place it the way you see me doing. After that, I will arrange it. After arranging it, I'll use my office pin to secure it. Make sure you pin it round. After pinning it round, I will mark 0.25 and I will follow the line and stitch. I will turn it to the other side now for you to see how I placed it. Can you see what I have here? You can fold it with 1/2 inch or use your interlock machine to weave it. I've done it already. Can you see? What I will do now is that I will open it up the way you see me doing. After opening it up, I will turn it to the wrong side. Make sure you iron it very well. You open the seam up and iron it so that it will relax very well. After ironing it, I will give it a notch on this pointy edge so that it will relax very well. All right, I will turn it now for you to see the outcome. Can you see what I have here? That's how to add your slit if you don't want the stitches to show on the dress. This method is very simple. The next thing I will do now is to use my hemming gun to iron on it so that it can stick together. I'll use my scissors to trim off the excess sewing allowance so that it will be very neat. Arrange your hemming gun very well the way you see me doing. I will iron it off camera and come back and show you the next thing to do. Okay, the next thing I'll be doing now is to close the two sides so that we can attach our flare. I place the back part on the front part and I close the two sides with the sewing allowance I added. This is what I have here. I did not join the shoulder. Started from the down part so that it will be equal to join the two sides. I will spread it out and give it a good ironing. After ironing it, the next thing now is to attach the flare. I'm going ahead to sew the flare. After sewing it, you notch the curvy part, that's the front and back, so that if you turn it, it will relax. I have turned it already. Can you see where I notched? I will now iron it very well. Can you see what I have? Okay, so the next thing now is to sew it round. I've gone ahead to secure it. I've stitched it down. So what I will do now is that I will be slashing it open for the back side. I'll open it up. Can you see what I have here? The next thing now is to attach it on the dress. So I will spread it out so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Please make sure you confirm your measurement before you attach it. I'll measure what I have here is complete. If you shape your dress very well, you won't have any issue. So I will measure from my shoulder to her half length. That's where I will be attaching the flare. So I have 17 inches here. I will mark the line straight to the back side. Make sure that the line is equal. I will fold the dress into two for more accuracy. I folded my zipper allowance and I match it together. Make sure that the line I mark is equal, is aligning. Can you see what I have? You can also confirm whether your waist measurement is correct. Mine was very correct when I check everything. After that, I will spread it out. I will now place my flare this way, but before that I'll fold it into two and I will determine the midpoint. Match it together. You notch the midpoint. For the main dress, I will fold it into two this way and I will use my iron to press it down so that the middle will be showing. I'll spread it out now. I can see the middle very well. I will match the flare. Place it on the midpoint. Use your pin to hold it. Hold it before you sew. Follow the line that you mark. That's the essence of marking that line. You follow the line and place it very well. After that, I've stitched on it. I've done that already. Can you see what we have? Very simple. I will iron it very well. This is what you have when you are done sewing it. So the next thing I will do now is to place this one for the back. I will stitch on it. Can you see? I also do the same thing on the other side. After doing that, I will fold it into two so that I can attach my zip. Fold it this way. I'll go to my sewing machine and close it up so that I can attach my zip. I'll do that off camera and come back and show you the next thing to do. I've gone ahead to install my zipper. Can you see what I have? I will turn it to the other side for you to see. Everything is looking neat. Can you see? Before I fix the sleeve, I will show you how I cut the collar. So what I will do is that I will measure my neckline. Fold your zipper allowance. You measure what you have. For me, I have 15 inches for the round neck. So I will write 15 inches. I will add extra 2 inches for sewing allowance, making it 17 inches for my round neck. After that, I will be dividing the 17 inches by 2 because I'll be cutting 2 collar for this dress. So I have 8.5 inches. I will add 3 inches to the 8.5 inches. As this video progresses, you will understand the reason why I added the 3 inches. So I've already cut it out. I cut 2. I have 11.5 inches for each of the collar. The width is 3 inches. If you unfold it, you have 6 inches. So what I will do now is that I will fold it into 2 so that I can give the collar that V shape. After folding it into 2, I will measure 1.5. That is the 3 inches I added. I divided it into 2 because the collar is unfolded. I have 1.5. From that 1.5 inches, I will slant it to the folded edge the way you see me doing. I will cut it off. After cutting it off, I will unfold it. Can you see? I have 8.5 inches here after cutting out the 3 inches I added. So I'll be giving the collar curve because our neck is not straight. So for that reason, I'll come in by ½ inch and I will curve it. I'll curve it now. After cutting it out, I will unfold it for you to see. Can you see? This is the shape you have when you are done cutting yours. So I will fold it back and place it on the other side and trim it out. After cutting the collar out, I will unfold it and I will iron my gum stay on it to stabilize it. I use soft gum stay. This is what I have when I was done ironing it. I'll fold it back into two and I will sew it with 1/2 inch here. I'll close the two side. I'll come back and show you. I've done it already. Can you see what I have? This is the one that I've done. I will turn it inside out. After turning it inside out, I will sew it to secure it and iron it very well. I've done that already. The next thing now is to attach it on our neckline. I fold my neckline into two. Can you see how I folded it? I will determine the midpoint. I will give it a notch. After notching it, I will spread it out. I will pick my collar. I will match it. I place my collar from the wrong side. That is the wrong side of the dress facing the right side of the collar. I'll use my pin to pin it. Just watch what I'm doing. You get it right. Can you see? I will do the same thing on the other side. Can you see how I place it? Lay it on top of the other with 0.25, just a little, so that if you wear your dress, the opening of the collar will not be too wide. You push your zipper allowance inside and secure it with pin. I've sewn it already. Can you see what I have here? I will turn it for you to see how I push the zipper allowance inside. Can you see? I've secured it. Notch the neckline round. Notch it round. After notching it, I will be using my bias to seal up the rough edges. You can also use interlocking machine to weave it. So I'll do all that off camera and come back and show you the next thing to do. All right. After that, I make sure I iron the collar very well. Iron it properly so that it will relax very well. Can you see what I have? This is how you're supposed to be looking like when you are done ironing it. Can you see what I have? The next thing is to attach the other sleeve. I've fixed this one. Can you see? So before you attach your sleeve, you make sure you confirm your round armhole, whether up to your measurements. If it is not up to your round armhole, you can easily trim it off. I've gone ahead to make a tiny pleat to gather it. Can you see what I did here? After that, I'll be using the band that I cut off to finish it up. Can you see how I folded the band? So I'll place it this way. Just watch what I'm doing. You get it right. Right side of the band facing the wrong side of the sleeve. I've sewn it already. I'll trim the excess sewing allowance off and I will turn it this way and I will top stitch on it to hold it down. Can you see what I did in the other one? I will stitch it down and I will shape the sleeve. So I will go to my sewing machine now and attach the sleeve. I'm done sewing it. This is what I have. I've given it a good ironing. I later use my weaving machine to weave it round. I will turn it to the wrong side now for you to see what I did. Can you see? I use my hemming gum to iron on it to fold the hem. Can you see what I have? That's how you fold it. The right side is looking very smooth. After that, I will iron it very well. Can you see the outcome of everything? I've ironed it. This is the finished look of the dress. Please, if you find my video helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Turn on notification bell for more videos. I have this cover button here that I use. I use my rivet machine to form the cover button. I have a video on how to do that on my channel. Thanks for watching.